Hey guys, Brady here, and what's it called? So Tom Hardy was just cast as Venom for the upcoming Venom movie. He's gonna play Venom slash Edward Brock or Eddie Brock, whatever the fuck his name is. Um, uh, I don't know. I love hearing that a DC actor is crossing over to be in a Marvel movie, or a Marvel actor is crossing over to be in a DC movie, like kind of like how Ryan Reynolds was in X Men Origins Wolverine, Deadpool, and Blade Trinity, but but then he was in Green Lantern, or how um, what's her face was in Catwoman, but was originally in like X Men movies, and she still is, or isn't hold on. Isn't uh Jonah Hex a DC ish type? Not really. Well, kind of is a DC movie, even though it's not from DC films. The DC movie based on DC characters. I wanted a DC movie. Um, isn't jo- wasn't Josh Brolin and Michael Fassbender and separate Marvel movies, X Men movies, and Guardians of the Galaxy, and now Deadpool. But so there's been a tons of actors crossing over to Marvel and DC to Marvel. Um, but I don't know. I think I don't really know too much about Venom other than the fact that he's kind of like an evil version of Spider-Man, or and that he had a really cool um, what was it, like, I forgot, Ultimate Spider-Man or whatever the game was called, back in like 2006. Playing his character was like a lot of fun, but and that he had a very shoehorned scene in Spider-Man 3. But I don't know. I think Tom Hardy could be a very good Venom. I don't think Topher Grace did the character any justice, so I'd like to see what Tom Hardy does, because Tom Hardy is known to be a great actor, and Topher Grace just didn't do well in an action movie. He's funny in comedies, the few that he's done over the years, but I mean, I haven't seen too much of that '70s show, and when I do, I don't really know Topher Grace that well in the show to say that he's great in the show. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think Tom Hardy would do an excellent job as Venom. Uh, I don't see how a Spider-Man villain universe could do well without Spider-Man in it. Maybe they'll find a way to make a different Spider-Man movie, like maybe have Miles Morales or something like that be the new Spider-Man in this Sony villain universe. But whatever. I'm not gonna let that bother me like Marvel fanboys are tending to do right now. Um, I'm a movie buff, so hopefully Venom is good on its own, and as long as it's enjoyable, I'm fine. I don't care if it follows the source material well. Oh, it should, but I'm not gonna let it bother me if it's like, oh no, that was changed. This just changed. I don't really care. Um, as long as the movie's enjoyable enough, or entertaining enough. It's an adaptation, and all adaptations shouldn't be exactly like the its source material. So if they do take liberties, I'm fine with that. I don't really know the character that well to begin with, so if they change anything, I won't even know. So Tom Hardy, bring it on as Venom.